Is this the ultimate Texas Truck Channel truck, Sam?
For sure.
It's literally named after a ranch,
sure.
the biggest ranch in the biggest state that sells the most F-150s. I mean, this is it, is it not?
This is the truck.
It might be the Texas Truck Channel truck, so there is that. Welcome to the Texas Truck Channel. I'm Craig.
And I'm Sam.
And today, boys, we've got the, well, I've been accused of being old on this channel before, and well, the people are right because I am old. In fact, my birthday's tomorrow. I'll be 44, so that everyone knows. Congratulations. And it's perfect timing because I got the probably oldest man spec truck we've ever had in the fleet, and I freaking love it. Let's get to the minority though. This is what Brian would want us to get. Couldn't go any further without doing this. We get the 2025 F-150 King Ranch Edition. This is rapid red, metallic tinted with Java leather interior. Sam will talk more about that in a minute. But man, we get all kinds of stuff standard. We get Blue Cruise, we get the running boards, we get the, well, not standard, the optional on this is the $1,900 POWERBOOST full hybrid. More on that in a minute. And then we do get 22-inch optional wheels. That was $1,325. Sam, I think we'd probably skip that option if it was us. And then we also get the fancy new tailgate, which we'll talk more about. All told, that gets us to $79,825. I will say the POWERBOOST hybrid was actually free because they give you a discount for that. Because Ford's pushing more hybrid technology, like everyone else is on the planet, they're trying to push more of this POWERBOOST out there. Ford came out with it first. They've done a good job with it. Others are doing it as well. Toyota, I'm sure we'll see more from Ram, and well, we know Ram's working on one. I'm sure GM, I don't know if GM's working on it. I'm not sure. They're building a new V8 plant, so who knows? They may say screw hybrids. That might be the winner. But let's just talk about this bad boy. This thing is pretty, and yes, it's old man spec. This is the most old man grill I've ever seen on a truck. This looks old man. And I hope that's not offensive to anyone though, because I actually think that's a compliment at the same time as maybe it seems as it's not. But this is just a buttoned up, dialed, clean, neat grill. There's nothing too fancy. Like all the other F-150s, you get like the black all over the side, you know, light to light, you get black and it looks aggressive and it's in your face. The Raptors, you're afraid for it to be behind you because it might eat you. This is just, no, we're just doing our thing. I would spring for the optional lighted Ford emblem. That did not come with this on this particular model. I think that would be cool. I do like the two-tone trim. Sam, it's been a little controversial in our conversations, and I don't really like it, but it does grow on me, and I do think it works with the red quite well. If you're gonna get this two-tone trim, I think the red's the right color to do it with.
White.
I don't know about that. I don't know. It works. It works, okay? It works. But like all F-150s, we get real tow hooks. Sam, that's what you're supposed to have, like a real truck. We don't get though down here. No. You don't hear any metal clanging because this is not an FX4 option. I would skip the 22s that are $1,300 and get the $1,300 FX4 option. Instead, might solve almost any problem you have with this truck just like that. Let's talk about the headlights because Brian always likes that. Daytime running lights are this, down to the side and down to the bottom. I think it looks really good. We get a divorced fog light, which looks nice. And then your high beams and low beams, separate lamps. I do like that a lot. And I will say that the auto high beams work on this. They're a little late to the party at times. I wish they would come on quicker, but it's okay. But it is plenty bright when they do come on at night. That is nice. No fancy or gimmicky things here. It just works, and it works well. Let's move on down the side here. This is interesting. I think this is new to 2025s. I do not recall this being on any other F-150 we reviewed so far. Sam, we had a Tundra TRD Pro before. We had some other Tundras and some other vehicles, the Rams. I've never seen this on the Ford. I think this is new to the Ford. We're gonna open the hood in a minute and see if it's actually functional. The whole time I'm driving around, I keep thinking Tundra though when I see that, and because I don't remember seeing that. But because it's a King Ranch, we get chrome even on this. We get chrome on the grill, we get chrome even on the fender hood. That's pretty funny to me. Moving on down, we get the nice King Ranch side vent, which I do like that a lot, and you get that kind of the two-tone bronze is still in there, along with the King Ranch logo. Is this the ultimate Texas Truck Channel truck, Sam?
For sure.
It's literally named after a ranch, the biggest ranch in the biggest state that sells the most F-150s. I mean, this is it. Is it not?
This is the truck.
It might be the Texas Truck Channel truck, so there is that. Okay, these 22s, they do look really good. I even like that it's got a little protected valve. That's pretty cool for, I guess, if you're off-roading the 22s, so that's nice. It is a pretty wheel. This is a really nice wheel. It's got some detail in it that's different textures and stuff. It looks really nice. It's not so nice that they put a wheel lock anywhere on here, but that's okay. Don't really need that. I don't like wheel locks anyways because they just get in the way. And this comes with the, look, I'm just gonna continue with the pop spec. They even give you Michelin standard. I mean, that's just what every elderly statesman that drives a truck puts Michelins on them because they last forever, and that's what you're supposed to put on a truck. Am I right?
That's right.
That's what they do. So we got some Michelins on here. Primacy LTXs. These are fine. The tires themselves, not a problem. Quiet, don't make any noise. This whole truck's quiet. I'm gonna give it that. I will say this though, these 22s did impact the ride and drive a little bit, and just on the choppiness and joints in the road, a little more, well, you were reminded it was a truck more often than you maybe in some other F-150 specs. So there is that. No, go look in there. We got no fancy suspension here. We don't have any gimmicky air stuff or electronic valve things. We just have a regular standard F-150 shock, and it works. Not a problem there. Let's move on down to the side. We get the logo here. It says POWERBOOST. Very interesting. They don't point out any economy stuff. There's no green leaves or none of that. We don't have eco in the name. We have POWERBOOST because that's all about more power. I think it's interesting that Toyota's done the same thing with the iForce Max and that sort of thing. They're really focusing on the extra benefits of the power side than they are the hybridness. You do get, of course, colored mirror caps that match. Of course, that's nice. There is optional chrome handles. Does this truck need more chrome, Sam?
It doesn't need more chrome.
I don't think it needs any more chrome either. I'm glad you didn't get that on this one. Look, the passive locks work really well. I don't have the key on me, otherwise it would. I do like one of the features of this truck as you approach it, if you have the key in your pocket, the step automatically just opens for you and the lights come on. That's kind of cool. It's almost like it's, oh, hey, you're back. I don't like that it doesn't have the keypad on here. Like, this is a $80,000 truck and we didn't get the keypad? This should just be standard. I don't understand. There's so many things standard on this King Ranch, but not that. That's interesting to me. Moving on down, we have actual locking door here because it's a King Ranch, so there's a button you can release it. Lower trims is just open, so I kind of don't like that, to be honest, because I've never... Sam, have you ever had your gas stolen?
I've never had my gas stolen.
Who gets their gas stolen? If you get your gas stolen, let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. You can see here, it's a 4x4. Sam, no FX4, which means some things. We do get a rear locker. We'll talk about that later, but we are going to hill test this thing. Check out our other video of the hill test. Will this thing make it? I don't know. On 22s and no protection, it's going to be sketch. I'm not really looking forward to that. Interesting choice back here, Sam. I'm going to show them the suspension. We have traditional leaf springs. That's right, Sam. No coil suspension in this upper trim model. You know, in the Tundra world and in the Ram world, you get coil suspension and it pays off in the ride. You don't get that here. I wonder if that would soak up some of the 22-inch issues here if we had that. That said, it doesn't ride terrible. Please don't make it sound like we think this thing rides bad. It doesn't ride bad at all. Oh, look at this. We've got these lines in the tailgate. Sam's going to talk about that when we get to the interior section. That's a really interesting choice by Ford. Well, because of that, we get a really big, it looks like it's made for a European license plate. Most trucks, it just goes right here. This is really wide because I think this is supposed to be a step for you. So that's interesting. You do get the 7-way and 4-way integrated stuff up here. I like that a lot. And this thing's good to tow, because Sam, it's good for how many pounds?
11,200.
11,200, that's a lot for a hybrid. Sometimes you lose less with a hybrid, even though you get more power, which is really weird. But Ford gives you plenty of towing capability here. I like that a lot. But who really cares? Let's hear what it sounds like. Alrighty, Sam. Didn't sound like anything in there because it's so quiet. Did you hear anything out here?
It sounded like you couldn't get the motor to turn on.
That's because it's a hybrid. I had to put it in sport mode. Right? Yeah. I had to put it in sport mode and finally put it in gear, and I finally did something. It took a minute.
No, yeah, it was pretty quiet.
Okay, under the hood. All right, you want to see what PowerBoost is all about? Let's check it out. Pop this bad boy up, and oh, hello. We get assisted hood. Brian picked the wrong video to skip, I'll tell you that, because this is nice. I didn't have to do anything. I haven't hurt anything, didn't pull any shoulders. We're making fun of Brian because he always makes a big deal of that, but you know, I don't know. If you have trouble lifting hoods, let us know. I'd be really curious. I don't think anyone has that problem.
Mid-size powertrains, and that does not have a prop rod. That's okay, they got cute with it. It's the heavy hood, just kidding. There is a prop rod. Big deal, it works. Excellence, and there's, okay, that's right. They don't have the prop rods like we do, but that's okay. We got a stick, it works, it's fine.
But check it out, Sam. This is it. This is what we get for 430 horsepower and 570 pound-feet of torque. We get piping, we get wiring, we get all of it. We get separate cooling for turbos and motors. I took this on a long drive and some heavy heat. I never saw that temperature gauge get over like 203, maybe on the engine temp. It's the highest, and I was at some pretty healthy Texas highway speeds. This is paired to a 10-speed automatic with the hybrid motor sandwiched in between. the motor and the transmission. And I'll say this, that's a little controversial for us. We haven't driven an application that's real great just yet. This is a little clunky at some parking lot speeds, right in that mode where like the electric battery's just not enough, the motor needs to turn on, and it needs to shift from second to third. That, when it's trying to do all those things at once, it gets a little clunky, I'm gonna say. That aside, really smooth, really powerful. It says 24 miles per gallon combined on the sticker. We got it. We've driven some others that don't get what they say on the sticker. So enough of all that, to the interior we're saying.
All right, the first things first, let's check out this bed. And if you can see, like Craig said earlier, what are these lines for? What are we doing? But I'll tell you what.
Okay.
Easy access.
Okay.
That's what. And then Craig said he thinks this is a step. Oh, for sure. No, not just one. Oh, you get two.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Look how easy that was.
Well, that's
I
for
didn't
the
hurt
old
my
men.
back or nothing. I didn't hurt my back or nothing. Come on now. But in all seriousness, it doesn't just open like that. You get a regular functional tailgate.
Oh,
Push a
power
button,
too.
nice and
Okay.
easy, right?
All right.
And if you can see here, look at these little flaps.
Yeah.
If we wanted to clamp something down, let's say we got some wood or something, we're towing something, or we got something hanging off the side of the bed, hey, sandwich. They even give you a ruler so you can cut your fish. Come on now.
Oh, it's like a fish cleaning
What
station.
are we doing?
Okay.
What do we got going on? You got little cup holders, everything, right?
Yeah.
And then coming around to the side,
7.2 kilowatts. Yeah,
7.2
show them all the
kilowatts.
butts. Show them all.
First one, 240 volts. Oh.
You can put a welder on that sucker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then we get little 2 plugs, another 2 plugs, and then what are we
Oh, the
doing?
fuses, I
here?
think.
The fuses,
Yep.
and then your power.
Ah.
Couldn't ask for more, but also,
Oh,
what is this?
yeah, we got
Not on that
lighting. Yeah,
side.
in
Oh,
bed
wait.
lighting. Yeah. Oh, hello. Okay.
Hello, there
okay.
we go. And then you see, we get our tie downs, but now I don't have a step. I gotta hop up here. Oh, I think I hurt my back. Come on. No, but it's all serious. We get tie downs, get a nice little storage compartment.
okay,
Look at
okay.
there. Plenty
That's
of
new.
space. That's plenty of space. What more could you ask for? Craig,
We'll
do
find
you think
out.
it's powered? It is.
Okay.
But like the Tacoma, it wasn't locked or anything. I could probably close it manually if I wanted to. But anyways, let's check out the interior. Okay. First things first, Craig, do you see how nice this is?
Oh, yes.
This is
That's
the
Java.
King Ranch. Yeah,
Yes.
in Java. But first, what are you looking at when you get in the door? Your passengers are gonna have a nice padded door seal on the
Oh,
top.
oh,
You also get
yeah.
a padded armrest, a
Oh.
traditional door pull from Ford.
yes.
Very Ford of them.
Uh-huh.
Get a nice little cup holder.
Oh.
The B&O sound system.
Yes.
More storage, and another cup holder. What the heck are we doing?
Wow.
All this storage.
Like a minivan.
Come on now. All right,
Minivan.
you see we got a nice two-tone.
Mm-hmm.
This is the pop spec.
That's nice. I do like this.
Yeah. And you can see we get
Okay.
cup holders in the center. You got plenty of room.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
the seat is still cold from the AC.
Yes.
That's how nice it is over here. Let's see, do we get any vents back here? We don't get any vents back here, do we?
What right here?
In the front.
Oh, okay. I'm
Heated
with it, yeah.
seats.
Yeah.
Power charging. Let's see, 2 USB ports. What do we got? 120 volts back here, 20 amp. Okay, we get 2 more cup holders and a spot for your iPhone 12 Pro Max.
Oh,
Come on now,
okay.
Come on
okay.
now. All right, let's check out these front seats. Okay, first things first, you can see we have all our junk in here. Come on now, Craig. What are we
come
doing?
on.
We're
Well,
supposed to be professionals.
I'm an old man. I got used to it. I
Oh,
just
man.
claimed it.
All right, but anyways, on the door, we get another padded door seal. Let you know it's a King Ranch. Nice and expensive. Get more storage, another cup holder, more storage all over the door. Hey, and on this side, I get 3 memory modes for my seats and my driving position. But you see, in the front, we have a 10-way power adjustable seat with massaging, heated and cooled.
That's a seat, buddy.
That's the seat. Let's say you're on the job site. Let's say you're the foreman.
Of course you are in this thing.
Start this thing up, fold it down.
Oh, okay. Oh, what is this?
Now I got a spot for my laptop. I can tell
Nice.
all these fools to get back to the work
From your truck.
while answering emails.
Oh,
Come on now.
that's
What are we-
efficiency right there.
All right, but anyway, let's see what we're working with. You can see we get a very traditional Ford cluster system. Can you see that right there? This is getting 20 miles per gallon. Craig actually got 24 on his highway drive to San Antonio earlier.
Yeah, and I was that one right now is from messing around just a minute ago. So yeah,
it is. Yeah, but you can see we get a nice cockpit spot to be in. It is 98 degrees outside.
Well,
Craig,
for the people. We're doing this for the people.
Yeah, he's burning up out there. But anyways, you can see we get nice hard touch buttons for everything, which I really do like.
Yeah, that is nice.
You don't get that anymore, right?
Yeah.
So. But yeah, I mean, you get some off-road pages here that you can kind of toggle through. There's just so much configurability that you can get within the system. And it doesn't give you any problems. Craig, have you had any problems with this? Glitching or anything like that?
CarPlay didn't connect a couple times, and my volume was really hot one time, but that's me, Bluetooth, everything, all the trucks. That's not brand specific. That happens a lot.
If that is the only complaint that we have about this, that is saying something.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and then you do get a full 360 view of the cameras, right? So you can see.
Definitely need that for parking.
Yeah, if you're hooking a trailer up, if you just pulling too close, I mean, you get it all. And that is nice. It's really nice.
And the pop-out with the 22s, the turning radius is not good.
It is not.
So you need that.
Yeah. And then you also get a full.
Oh, standard on the King Ranch.
There we go. That's gonna take forever, but you get the gist.
Oh, okay.
Okay, a little vented. And then you get one separate right here for the shade and the sunroof. So if you just wanted the shade to be open, then you can do everything you wanted to. You get a nice little sunglass holder. Wireless charger, you get some charging ports, and that's about it. Craig, anything else you want to say about this interior that I'm missing?
It's just these seats are so comfortable, and I want these seats in every F-150 spec. Like, I want a Raptor, but I want these seats. So Brian has proposed we need a King Raptor, a King Ranch interior Raptor, everything else. I think we might be onto something there.
If somebody wants to sponsor us a King Raptor, let us know that in the comments. We need the funds, but
yeah, a little Easter egg. That's the actual King Ranch in Texas, South Texas. Yeah. Pretty cool. That's one of the buildings there on the King Ranch. That's pretty cool.
All right, so let's see how this thing rides and drives.
Let's check it out.
All right, Craig. Let's see what this power boost can do.
Oh yeah, lots of power.
We got any special doodads going on right now?
Well, we're gonna try sport mode. It automatically shifts it into 4 auto. I'm gonna leave traction control on this time and see if we get a little bit better number. We'll find out.
All right, let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna torque load it a little bit, and I was driving past the brakes. Let go of the brake. $30, $40, $50. 60.
Oh, 60, 572.
Okay, okay.
Wow.
Now, I was a little bit downhill on this particular run, but that was the fastest time we got. I got 5.83 with traction control off.
5.7.
I tried tow haul, I tried regular, I tried traction control on, off. We even attracted the attention of some cattle barons around here. I think mainly because they're jealous of this King Ranch.
Yeah, just wish they had a King Ranch. That's all it was.
But a little wheel spin, because this has got a lot of power. 570 pound-feet of torque and 430 horsepower. Look, there's some other hybrids and some other brands, Sam, I'm just going to say, that claim some numbers, and I don't ever feel the numbers. The Tundra, I think, claims 583 pound-feet of torque.
Yeah, this felt a lot faster than that.
This feels like it has more than that.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that's it for the power in the 0 to 60. This thing makes the power. It's doing the power. It's doing what it's supposed to do, and it is wonderful. Now, let's get to the powertrain. Let's continue on that 10-speed in the hybrid business. You drove it around. I drove it around this week.
Yeah.
There's times it has issues. What's going on?
Yeah, I think just at low speeds, it just kind of gets confused on what it's supposed to be doing. Like, is the engine supposed to be on? Is the hybrid supposed to be working? What gear am I supposed to be in, right? But I'm not saying, like, okay, we've had our issues with the old 10 speeds, right? Like, you didn't know what gear to be in. This one feels a little bit different. It feels just like it's in between shifts while it's trying to turn on the motor and turn off the hybrid power system, right? Like,
so it's like it's trying to do too much, and it's like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, right? Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
And then you feel a little bit of like, it's not real smooth. Nothing bad. It didn't feel like anything breaks.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, okay, yeah, it's there. It's letting you know.
Yeah, I completely agree. And I'll say, look, I still think GM programs this 10-speed the best. It's co-developed with them. Although Ford's getting better at it. I mean, normal driving around, it was actually pretty good. Like, the thing I like about this hybrid is the engine is not on right now. We're going 34 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You know, the Toyota hybrids, the battery hardly ever runs just battery only. This does it quite a bit.
See, and I feel like too with the Toyota hybrid system, you have to really be babying it in order to get the hybrid system to turn on if you're just rolling around. But with this one, like, you're cruising at 70, like, it's gonna turn off, and you're gonna get good mileage out of it because I don't know. It's a really good system.
And then the other thing you get though is because Ford, when it gets into sport mode, like they have, I don't like all the different modes, but at least the modes mean something.
Yeah.
So when you put it in sport mode, this thing's like, okay, 4 auto, rapid fire shifts, hammer down, we're gonna go for it. 5.7.
That is
It is
really
at
good.
99 degrees today.
And it's heat soaked.
It's heat soaked. That was like the 5th run.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That is really good.
With you in the car.
With me in the car.
So we probably could have
But
gotten.
it doesn't matter because this thing has an 11,000 pound towing capacity.
This thing makes the power, and
it
Ford doesn't
matter.
mess around with it. And they're not holding back, and that's one of the things I love that Ford does in their trucks. Good work there. Now ride and drive.
It's not harsh. It's not.
But not like an old 80s truck or a 90s truck.
No, but I think, yeah, you're not getting that out of this. But
Yeah.
I think it just goes back to being leaf sprung in the rear.
Yeah.
Right? So it's just going to be a little bit stiffer like that anyways.
I think the leaf springs and the 22s are not doing it favors, like you said.
Yeah.
But tires are better than they used to be, so the 22s aren't the worst as they could have been.
No, yeah.
They can almost get away with it.
I don't know. I think the 22s work for this application in the King Ranch. I mean, they are really good looking wheels. They do kind of wrap the build together, I feel like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I think we could have been 20s. And
Yeah.
still look good.
Yeah.
But
That's fair.
I don't have it. But also too, like this interior is a great place to be in. You drove this.
I did. Look, I put almost 600 miles on this thing on a road trip down towards San Antonio, and super comfortable. I had the family. The wife was super comfortable. She's like, "This is really comfortable." She never complained about 22. She didn't even know what that means.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe that's just us being extra
No,
critical.
it definitely is because my girlfriend said the same thing. Oh, this is really nice. Like this is really quiet. You can hear the B&Os.
Yeah,
like,
it's good
it
sound
works
system.
really
Good point.
Right? Like
Yeah, good sound system.
And also too, I don't know. So in the ST line that we had last week, it had the sound, the windshield.
Sound seal
yeah,
windshield.
Sound
Yeah.
seal windshield.
Yeah.
But this doesn't get it. But I really don't know if it needs it.
Well,
very
or it's just
quiet in
not
here.
branded. Who knows? I mean,
Yeah,
maybe it's the same thing. Sometimes I wonder if that's just branding. I don't know. It's really quiet.
Yeah,
to
it
your
is
point.
really quiet.
The other thing I'll add is, look, I had a long highway trip, again, several hundred miles. I actually ran a race, a little half marathon. I was tired. These massaging seats and the Blue Cruise, I was kind of knocking when it first came out. I was like, this is annoying. This is dumb. But then we got into like some Austin traffic. If you're anywhere from Texas, you know Austin, there's always traffic. It was great.
Yeah.
I actually let it drive me through Austin, basically. I didn't really have to do anything. I just kind of sat here, got me through construction, got me through traffic, had the massaging seats rolling.
Now it does make me wonder
nice.
if you were getting a King Ranch, and let's say, like in King Ranch fashion, you are pulling a trailer, you have like some cattle or some horses.
Okay.
How does that work? Does it know you have a trailer back there with Blue Cruise? Is it kind of leaving bigger?
Oh, does
gaps?
Blue Cruise work
Does Blue
with
Cruise work
the
with
trailer?
trailers?
I don't know. That's a great
maybe
question.
that is something we should
We'll have
test.
to test these again
I
and
think
find
we should
out.
test that,
Yeah, we should find out.
Interesting. But I don't know. I mean, Craig, this is a really good chassis. The F-150 is probably the best. It is the best truck that comes out of the whole segment, right?
Agreed. Yeah.
There's just you don't get anything better than this.
I think this truck's confirmed. Yes, I think we'll wrap it up on that. I think this truck's confirmed. On this channel, everybody on our channel has talked about this. Ford makes the best half-ton truck.
Yeah.
They just do. Also, the half-ton crew cab truck is just the vehicle to buy, especially in Texas.
Yeah.
It does so many things. The family can come. You can tow things. You can throw stuff in the back. Comfortable highway cruiser. Run errands.
Yeah.
It does everything. I think Ford's the best at it. I think everybody else is really good at it as well. It's almost just pick your flavor.
Exactly.
And I think that's the bottom line.
I completely agree with you. Yeah.
All right. With that, thanks for watching. Be sure to let us know which one you get. Would you get a King Ranch? Would you get the 22s or the FX4 package?
And if you want to see us off-road this thing a little bit, check out our hill test, because if you add some skid plates to this, maybe this can be your comfortable off-roader.
I'm nervous about that hill test. We haven't done it yet. We're going to film it. It's coming out soon. But yeah, stay tuned for that.
All right, thanks for watching.